One.
Hi guys, my name is Kojo, Oppong Nkrumah, Member of Parliament for Oppong and the ranking member on the Committee of the Economy and Development for this 9th Parliament. Just across the street at the Bank of Ghana, they've started the second Monetary Policy Committee meeting for the year 2025. The Monetary Policy Committee is the committee of the Bank of Ghana that examines how the economy is moving and in particular observes how inflation is performing, and in the light of that information decides where to peg what they call the MPC rate, based on which then banks will now also come up with what they call the Ghana reference rate, and that will determine your interest rate when you borrow money. Now, usually when the bank thinks that inflation or the risk of inflation is high, they take the rates high up or they maintain it so that there's less money in the economy. When they think that the risk of inflation is low, they are able to reduce the rates so that people can get more access to money and it won't affect inflation, but it will rather affect growth or economic activity. Ahead of this second MPC meeting, the governor has made some remarks and has issued a statement, and I find a part of it very interesting. Come on, let me show you. So this is the governor's 123rd Monetary Policy Committee meetings. These are the opening remarks by the governor. There's a part in the statement that I find very interesting. He says, the external environment. He says, though currently supportive, it's becoming increasingly volatile. We have seen a strong trade surplus and solid reserve build-up. This is what the MPP left. So if somebody tells you that we didn't do well, the governor is admitting it. But listen, it's on the back of gold exports and remittance flows. Okay, here's the deal. He says, but there's a possible escalation in global tariff wars, rising geopolitical tensions, and weakening Chinese demand, and it could quickly shift the dynamics, i.e. the way the economy is gradually turning around could quickly be reversed because of global factors. And he goes on to say, these global factors could also have spillover effects on inflation, capital flows, and exchange rate stability. What the governor is saying is that because of the things that are happening on the international economic stage, it could affect the progress that we have made on disinflation, bringing inflation further down, cost of living that I always tell you about, on capital flows, and on the currency. And they are worried about it as they are going into the MPC meeting. These are the things that will inform the decisions that they make. We'll look out for the decisions that they make and we'll spend some time talking about it. But what I find interesting is how the governor is warning about global economic pressures and how it could affect inflation, capital flows, and exchange rate stability. No matter what those pressures are, as I have mentioned, what people will be looking forward to is the interventions that will be rolled out locally. So we'll stand by for the MPC press statement and we'll examine it together. I'll see you soon.